Let's see. Where the hell are these? Let's see. Hello, folks. Just gotta get to root position. Let's see. Such a waste of life. Randall said, wow, he came here to fight. Now he came here to fight us. To fight and kill us. Fight us. Kill us. So, they trailed off. I'm gonna look over at Gray. Let's see, it's just gonna... Over to Gray. Seem to be having... Suddenly looked lost in his own mind. Having a stroke, and they gasped. No, Ray replied quickly. I guess, let's see, Great Hitter's part. I guess all the stuff going on just caught up with me. Suddenly, Gray seemed quite at the weight of the world shoulders. He sat down on the nearest patch of floor, which was clean, no blood. Let's see. Forgot to drink my coffee today. I had it a little while ago. So I didn't forget, it's just I drank it later than I intended to. So it hasn't been sitting in me for a while, like it usually is. So I probably won't get a rush of anything, if I get a rush at all, till almost done with this shit. Sometimes I wish I had a different metabolism. Sat down here's a patch, which was clean. No blood or corpses about it. No blood, corpses, or spent shell casings. Was one of the few clean parts left in the theater. The two medics saw Gray go down, slump down like that, and they rushed over. You okay, man? They asked. Yeah, physically, Gray replied quickly. Then he took out a pack of cigs, lit one up, and looked up towards the high ceiling of the theater. From the look on his face, you'd think he was seeing something beautiful. Like descending angels. Or some great mural, colorful mural. Sitting on the... painted on a cathedral roof. Cathedral ceiling. Careful, folks! Don't mistake ceiling for roof. Ceiling is the interior of the room, the interior top of the room. The roof is what's above that. You know, architectural terms. Sometimes they throw me into a loop too. Let's see. Our friend is out of it. Friend is a little out of it. Dominique said. Better keep an officer. Seeing him. Medic warned. You might need to see us. Warned. Might get slapped silly. Yeah. Dominique muttered, and then a reply. And the medics took their leave, going back to tend to some wounded guy with a bullet in his right arm. Bill was currently puking himself. Puking all over himself. Was currently puking all over himself. Apparently from the pain. Or other wounded men moaning and calling for help for the area. Seeing a lot more wounded to Dominique. And Dominique seemed to be a lot more wounded now than earlier. Had some guys thought? Did some guys think? Guys think they were fine? And then suddenly notice wounds on their skin, bodies. And they heard of such things. Bad taste in my mouth, no idea why. Ugh. Dominique looked over to see Lord Richington was talking with two men who might as well have been his lieutenants, Roper Pale and the other guy. What's Roper Pale's rank? In Guild Security Chief, Gilder. They were acting like officers. Like colonels, too. Lord Richington's general. Am I gonna have to come up with new words for general for every military rank? I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if you had Page, Squire, Shielder, and then you have Major, Captain. So that's 4 ranks that are like real and 4 that are fictional. That's balanced, I guess. Colonel Dominic walked over to the men. Bridgington looked over his shoulder to regard Dominique. With concern. Dominique wasn't wounded, but he was slick with gore, and pale about the face. Okay. He imagined he had that 1,000-yard stare. Stare again. He lost it. Imagine he had that 1,000-yard stare again. 1,000-yard stare. Have I seen you somewhere before? Yes, Dominique. I don't know, sir. Dominique replied. I think I saw your picture and an old photo from the war, from the liberation of a POW camp on the Jade Continent. Washington noted. Dominique one thing it seemed recalled his liberation, where there were no. Well, he saw plenty of photographers, both military and civilian, heading around the POW camp after it was safe. He didn't recall anyone stopping him and taking his picture. He certainly didn't remember or posing for one. But perhaps he did, unwittingly, just sitting down on some tree stump or stack of or little crate and just staring off into space. Face like he had been hypnotized in a show. Dominique had been so out of it during liberation, straight after liberation, that it was like he was in a dream. When he went to sleep that night, he thought he would wake up and it would be business as usual. The Jade officers saying orders to liquidate. Pretty sure a lot of those camps had orders to liquidate their prisoners. Wouldn't be a war without war crimes, I guess. Let's see. Let's see, business with Jade officers running, being masters of life and death, doing, and prisoners doing what they could. Stay out of their way. Let's see, was it cold at the camp? What's the climate of these camps? Just a second. Do you folks like garlic? I like garlic. Let's see. Or they choose to stay. No, they just stay out of the way. Oh, when Dominique woke up, he was still in safety, in safe hands of the Zedin army. And while the war wasn't over, it was close to its end. Dominique was still surprised he survived all that. He really thought the Jade were going to. He really thought that at the end, Jade were gonna push some big red button and nuke the whole island, their own continent from end to end, sink it into the sea, like Atlantis. One of those other fake continents people like to talk about. Not fake in this universe, but maybe in our universe. Didn't they find Atlantis? I thought they implied they found a sunken continent like off the coast of India, which is pretty interesting. I always wondered what our Earth would be like if we had a few more continents, you know? Just a second. Let's see. What picture? Sorry. Could you describe it? How many guess? I don't think we have the time. But it was Pulitzer Prize material. You looked like you saw the whole world come to an end. And you were just sitting there on some other planet afterwards, contemplating what you saw. I knew that people had. Dominique had been told he had a contemplative look about him. Apparently not enough of one that anybody ever nicknamed him Professor. Probably because he never had said anything profound in his life. Bridgington then looked back to his two loots, starts talking again. Talking without Dominique. They probably expected him to take his leave. Dominique decided, fuck it. He was going to spill the beans. Lord Richington. We are kin, Dominique said. That got Richington's attention. He turned around fully this time. And gave Dominique a look over. You're a Richington? Richington asked. Of the Zedin branch? Dominique had no idea. There was a Richington branch. A Zedin branch. Branch of the Richington family. Let's see. Rogue family. Families. Rogue One, that was the only good Disney Star Wars movie they made. Naturally, they tried to tweak it around. Change the director's vision and such, you know. He was the only one that they didn't have faith in him, and he was the only one who made a good movie. It's funny how that works out, huh? Let's see. There's no. Dominique had no idea there was a Zetin branch of the Richington family. Dominique. No, I am of the Green family. The Zetin Vert branch of the Vert family. That makes sense. I'm related to your wife. Good. She's good kin to have. Richington noted. A little merrier in tone. For a moment. You should sit close to me. Yeah, watch over you. And your my wife will be upset if I just left you alone. Left you to fend for yourself. Any chance of her showing up to rescue us? Dominique asked. The odds are good. Richington noted. But my wife is notoriously busy. Just a second, please. Let's see. May I see what's under that mask? Dominic requested. Sure, but only for a moment. Richard replied and took off his mask without little warning. Underneath the mask, it looked like a fearsome reptile. White sharkish teeth. Big golden eyes. Milk pale skin. And a kind of face with a big snout. Slit nostrils. And saurian dimensions. He was totally bald, besides some eyelashes that are practically invisible due to their thinness. Dominique died. They could keep anything out of the guy's eyes. His tongue was red, fat inside his mouth. It didn't seem possible, but he could speak normally. with that mouth, and his mouth matched his words as he spoke. Dominique doubted he would have talked as fast as Richington did. That mouth of his, toothy mouth of his, would have been too worried about biting off the tip of his tongue. Injuries to tongue and mouth, now that's a nasty thing. Satisfied. Bridgington asked, after putting his mask. Okay. Dominique replied. And added, and here people probably think your wife is the oddball of the two of you. An oddball married an oddball, Bridgington noted. Not a rare thing. Not a rare thing. I'm mostly a physical oddball. If I didn't look like this, I'd be positively boring. Whereas your wife could look like some frumpy librarian, and she would still be very interesting thanks to those powers, Dominique said. Right. Was he named after... I don't know. It wouldn't make sense for him to be named after her if he was born before her. No, there's no way to square that circle. Regent finally asked what Dominique's name. His eyes lit up a little. Her full name. Dominique, huh? Named after my wife? Was he born in... When were you born, you son of a bitch? Uh-huh. When he signed up. Sorry, folks. I'll check this on my own time. Have a nice day.